Hey guys, welcome to Muscle Sculpt with Tiffany. I'm Tiffany. Glad to see you again. Hope you're feeling well. So for today's workout, you don't need weights. We'll be doing higher repetitions for our exercises. So make sure that you have weights that are not heavy, that you can hold on for 20 reps. So I have 8s here, 5s and 3 pounds. You will have to interchangeably use them when we go, if we do leg stuff, you might go a little bit heavier because, or you might not use weights at all. So just really work where you're at. Like I said, you don't need weights, but even if you have resistance bands or if you're using, any other equipment, just gauge it. You might need a mat, so I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those, thinking about it. We'll be doing some stuff on the ground. So we'll keep that nearby, but make sure you have your water, as well as if you feel funky at all, your body is not working with you today, you're feeling pain or just super fatigued and you feel like you're really struggling to push through, I don't want you to force yourself through this. Just bow out and come back to us when you feel ready and recovered and be replenished with good nutrients. So let's go ahead and get this started. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start our warm-up. So we're just going to do some nice twists. So we want to turn that foot too, get the hip involved. We want to twist as much as we can. Torso just loosening up. You need to blink so you don't get dizzy. Just shaking the body up a little bit. And then bring it back to center. And then we'll do some arm circles. So going forward. And then switching to the other direction, big circles. And then we're going to do some overhead presses with our arms. So like we're holding 2 pieces of pizza, we're just pressing straight up, trying not to squinch the shoulders, keeping the shoulders down, far away from the ears, just pressing up. And we're not arching the back either. We're nice and tight through the core. Tailbone is tucked. The ribs are kind of closed. Ooh, nice little crack in there. And then we'll go ahead and do some butt kick or walkout. So just keeping the legs wide, activating the glutes and the hamstrings and the knee joint, waking up the legs. Getting them nice and warm. And then we'll just go ahead and start from the beginning, do that again. So nice little body twist with a pivot in the foot. Job, and then our arm circles. And then switching directions. And then our overhead press. And then dropping the arms, and then we're going to do our butt kickers. Just realized that was like super far away. All right, guys. So first exercise we're going to get into is an alternate curtsy lunge. So you can have whatever weight you prefer. So when we're doing our curtsy lunge, we're going to do 20 reps on each side. So we're stabilizing through one leg. We'll go back with the right leg. So we're stabilizing on that left leg, pressing through our parts of the foot. We're keeping our hips square. So we're not curtsying, opening up this way. We don't want to twist through that knee joint. We just want to slowly bring that leg back and behind us and then press up. So we're doing a nice gentle, so you don't need to go super far. My legs are kind of long, so it looks like I'm going super far, but you're coming back, you're coming down, and then you're driving up. just like that. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. If you are not feeling these single leg curtsy lunges, you can always just do regular reverse lunges. That's fine. Or you can do forward lunges. Or you can even do side lunges. That's fine. If none of those are working, then you can just do regular squats, coming down, driving back up, keeping the chest up, squeezing the glutes at the top, and driving through the heels. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do 20 on each leg. I'm gonna start with my right leg and begin. 1, 2, 3, drive through the heel of that front foot. 4, 5, 6, keep working, guys. 7, 8, 9, 10, keep breathing. 11, 13, 14, keep that chest up, guys. 15, 16, keep breathing. 17, 18, 19, last one, and 20. Good job. Shake that one leg out, or both of them if you need to. And we'll go ahead and switch it over to the other side. Keep those shoulders back and down. So even though our arms aren't really actively doing anything and we can see, we still need to be tight in those shoulders. So don't slouch, guys, please. Keep your shoulder blades nice and tight together. Keep that chest up. Keep that brightness in the chest so you're not leaning forward and causing more impact on your knees than you need to. All right, other side, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good job, guys. 6, keep breathing. 7, 8, 9, keep breathing. 10, 11, almost there. 12, strong legs, guys. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, and 20. Whew. My heart is pumping, my legs are warm. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. We're gonna do some shoulder pressures. I'm gonna get my cute little 3-pounders here. So basically what we're doing, I'll demo without the weight. Arms are out, shoulders are down. So we don't want the shoulders in the ears, we want them down, we want that chest nice and bright. So our arms aren't far here, too forward. We want to make a nice straight line here, flush from arm to arm. Palms are out, fingers are stretched. If you don't have weight, if you're not using your weight, obviously if you have a weight, you're holding them. But you're going to do shoulder pressures. So we're just going to take that thumb, bend that elbow. So we're staying tight and contracted through the shoulder. And all we're doing is bending the elbow. So we're coming in, touching that thumb to the shoulder, coming back out. Just like that. Nice little resistance. When you get the thumb to the shoulder, do a nice little squeeze like you're, pumping yourself up in the mirror, and then release. Just like that. So remember, try not to arch that back. When you start getting tired, stay tight in your core, tight in the glutes, strong through the legs, pressing through the ground. Your rib cage is down and you're breathing. Use your breath to help you move through it. All right, and we're doing 20 reps. So if you got weight, this is gonna feel nice. And begin. 1, 2, remember only the elbow joint is moving. 3, 4, squeeze at the top. 5, 6, 7, keep going, guys. 8, 9, keep breathing. 10, keep that body nice and tight. 11, 12, 13, keep it going, almost there. 14, 15, keep squeezing. 16, 17, 18, almost there. 19, and 20. Woo, drop those weights, good job. All right, our next movement is going to be our heel grabber. So you actually don't need a weight for this, even if you have a weight, but if you want to use a weight, the only way that would really work is if you hold one weight above your head and then you do your heel grabber, because we're going to do 20 on one side and then 20 on the other. So if you'd like to add a challenge, have that weight up over, well, I want to say overhead, but over your chest more, because if I bring the weight down, it's more over my chest. Make sure that that wrist is flush with the arm, so don't let that weight sit on that wrist. Nice and bright and high, knuckles to the ceiling. And what we're going to do, guys, is reach our hand towards our foot as far as we can go. So it's called the heel grabber, but we want to reach, if we can reach as far into that foot as we can, and then we come back. We're squeezing and working those obliques. So try not to move your feet or, do anything crazy. But like I said, if you want that challenge, you can pull that weight over. So we're going to do 20 on one side, 20 on the other. And we'll start on the right and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really crunch that oblique. 10, 11, 12. I'm going to sit down. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good job. Switch sides, same thing, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze that oblique. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Woo. All right. So now we're going back into legs. We're going to do those curtsy lunges all over again. And remember, guys, don't wait for me to tell you when to have water. If you need it, go ahead and have some. So we're back into our curtsy lunges. Deep breath. I'm going to start by bringing my right foot back. Nice and tall through the neck. And it actually feels good to have the weight pulled down on my shoulders after doing the shoulder pressure. So we're covering at the same time, guys. All right, so let's get it started and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Keep it up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway. 11, 12, 13. Keep breathing. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good job. Going over to the other side. Deep breath and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep pushing, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job, keep it up. 9, 10, 11, almost there. Over halfway. 12, 13, good job, guys. 14, 15, drive through that heel. 16, 17, 18, almost there. 19, and 20. Awesome. Drop those weights. I'm gonna take some water. Then we have our shoulder crushers next. And also, I forgot to mention before our second round of the curtsy lunges, you guys can always fluctuate your weight. Whatever you use in that first set, you don't necessarily have to use in the second one. If it was like totally easy and you might as well have not even held the weights, you can carry something a little bit heavier. But be mindful that we do have 20 reps. So higher repetitions, lower weight, but we still want to actually feel some sort of resistance. So make sure that you're being honest with yourself, basically is what I'm saying. Because sometimes 3 pounds is heavy. For this type of exercise where we have to hold our arms out, we don't spend a lot of time doing that. So those muscles, especially in our shoulders, one of the biggest places and most common places where people get injuries because they do too much with their shoulders and they're never really warmed up enough or stretched enough or just even strong enough in this shoulder drill. So there's a lot going on in there. So I can probably do some serious weight with my bicep curls, a little bit bigger of a muscle, and I'm not at an awkward angle here. So just keep that in mind. All right. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep those shoulders strong and tight, guys. 8, squeezing at the top. 9, 10, keep those shoulders away from those ears. 11, 12, 13, 14, almost there. 15, 16, you guys got it. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Whew. Man, oh man. It's the little things. All right, back into our heel grabbers. Like I said, you can hold that weight overhead, or you don't have to. Totally up to you. Just make sure you're really crunching through that oblique, guys. Okay, get ready. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Deep breath and begin. The other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right. Hold up. All right. So we'll move on. So we're going to do a staggered cap raise for the next set of leg exercises. So all that is just one leg's going to be in front, one leg's going to be in the back. So you want the heel somewhere between, you want the heel of the front foot somewhere in between the middle, the arch, and the big toe of the back foot. So somewhere And that you want to be able to put both of your heels on the ground. So if you're here and you're like struggling to keep that foot down, then you're too far. So you don't want it too far here. Remember, again, shoulders are backing down. We're not arching them back. We're strong through the core. Everything is nice and tucked. And we're just going to press up onto the balls of our feet for 20 reps. 20 reps with the right leg in front, and then we'll switch. And they don't have to be tightrope either. From my angle, I probably look crazy, but there's a little bit of space. I'm about hip width distance or a little narrower. So, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Immediate burn. Switching the legs, another 20. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going, guys. 11, 12. Keep breathing. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Felt that up to my glute. All right. Next, we're going to do lateral overhead raises. So I'm back to my 3-pounders. Same T stance here. This time, you don't have your weights, that's fine. Your palms are up, hands are stretched out, and you're just pressing overhead, touching the hands together, and coming down. So we have a tendency when we lift our hands overhead, immediately our back wants to arch to compensate. Keep that body straight. So you see where I went from here to here. I'm activating through my abdominals. I'm activating through my glutes, pressing through my legs, keeping my rib cage closed, and that's activating the whole core and keeping me nice and solid so that when I raise my hands overhead, my body stabilization doesn't go away. So especially if you're using weights, you want to make sure your core is stabilized because we want to focus on just working those shoulders. All right, so let's start it. If you have your weights, palms up, and begin. 1, 2, just focus on your breathing. 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going right back down to that T, guys, so try not to drop lower than that T. 7, 8, keep that core nice and tight. 9, 10, 11, 12, keep going, we're almost there. 13, 14, 15, keep breathing. 16, 17, 18, 19, almost there, and 20. Bring them down nice and easy. 3 pounds feels like 20 pounds right now. My arms are on fire. All right, so for our core, we're going to be doing our alternate body twists. So again, you do or you don't. You don't need a weight. I'm just trying to say you can have a weight or not have a weight. So for this one, what you're doing basically is you're alternating which direction your body and your arms turn. So you're turning your arms one way as your knees go down one side, and you're turning your body the other way as your knees go down to the other side. If that is too much for you, just keep the hands up, drop the knees, keeping the feet on the floor. Just remember that you're getting that twist. You're also working your core, the obliques, and a little bit of your back as well. If you want to use the weight, just make sure you have it securely over your chest, not over your face. And you're just going to be doing the same thing, dropping that weight down as your knees go down. And if you're doing, if your feet are on the ground, don't do it with your feet on your ground with a weight. If your feet are on the ground, work without the weight. And then you can build up to doing them with your feet in the air than at the weight. So definitely take that as levels. You got 20 reps. See, 8 felt, I was like, I can do 8. I'm gonna do 5 because I have to remember we have 20 reps. So we're gonna be alternating. So we'll do one side and then straight into the other for 20 reps. Don't cross those feet and try to keep them at that 90-degree angle. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep it going, guys. 8, 9, 10. It's a lot of core strength to lift these legs up, guys. 11, 12, and move controlled. 13, 14, we're almost there. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nice job. Roll it up. All right, guys. That is our workout. Let's go ahead and stretch. So let's get into all fours and just kind of stretch out that core a little bit. So dropping the belly, lifting the chin, lifting up the butt cheeks, so glutes to the air, and then curling the glutes in, rolling in the neck, bringing the chin to the chest, pressing up to the top of the shoulder blades. Inhale to go in the reverse direction. Exhale. One more each direction. Exhale. And then go ahead and press into those hands. And we'll go ahead into a downward dog. So just pressing through the hands, trying to get the heels on the ground, feeling a nice little stretch from those calf raises. So pushing through those glutes. Pushing the chest towards the thighs. And then we'll slowly go ahead and walk our hands to our feet. Slowly stay down here. Feet can be wide. Feet can be wide here. Just releasing that lower back. Spread the feet a little bit wider. And then we'll walk our hands over to the left side. Feel a stretch along the outside of that leg, also on the hip. Slowly walking over to the other side. Walking down the middle. Slowly walking the hands in. Nice little groin stretch here. So bringing the hands to the thighs, pushing the thighs out, sitting the glutes down. Opening up through the hips and the groin. And then driving up through the legs into a nice wide squat position. And we'll go ahead and bring one arm across the chest. Shoulders are really feeling it. Switching to the other arm. And then one big inhale at the top. Exhale to release. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me for today for Muscle Sculpt. Go ahead and look in the mirror, check out your muscles, and share this video with someone. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.